we're sold for the day. We can get a little bit lower, and then I think that it's going to be a good buying opportunity. Don't forget, guys, we're still within our range, right? So, um, let's see. 1 second, guys. We're opening outside of yesterday's range. Inside yesterday's range, sorry. Everything's going to be about the bonds, so just keep on watching the bonds. The line in the sand right now is going to be at 129.01. Let's see what it does. If we do go lower, from the bonds, this could spell big trouble. If we do get lower, we can get as low as 120, 126, but that's going to be in a couple of days. The bonds being at a huge support level is not something I want to be selling the gold in. Right now, currently, the risk spreads are still positive. You have VIX slightly higher. It's the same shit, over and over again. With the risk spreads positive, you're really just laying on the buy side more than the sell side. I know some of you guys are, quite bearish, but for me, I'm not. It's a big indecision zone. I mean, if you look on a daily, it's just a huge fucking indecision zone. So just see how that plays out for you. Getting really close is oversold. You probably will in NQ get down to 410.50, if not even slightly lower. In ES, we're looking at 41.3275 for a bounce. Again, that's a soft target, right? We're waiting to see how it reacts in that level. But at the same time, we need to see what the bonds are going to do at that time. We're seeing what the bonds are doing, what the gold's doing. As of now, it seems like all risk assets are off. It doesn't look like something that you want to get too involved in, from my perspective. And then let's see. As far as the pound goes, I think it needs to go further up. It needs to do a proper back and fill. If you are looking at it, look at 25.74. Same thing with the dollar index. It needs to do a little back and fill as well. I'm looking at CAD right now. I think CAD. Let's look at CAD. For how long of a trade, Harvey? If you're looking at it, you're looking at a day trade. I mean, you're in the upper end of the range, but there's still a little bit more to go before I would get involved. Yeah, there's still some upside to that before, you get involved either on the short side or the long. Just a tad, though. So if you're looking to trade CAD, I'll probably wait until it takes out some liquidity to upside, maybe the 75.22 or something like that. But I'm not too keen on that one. If you're looking at the CAD just to trade the crude, I don't love it. It's still stuck in the middle of nowhere, in my opinion. Everything's gonna be really just. I would say watch the NQ more than anything to kind of give you a heads up as to what's going to happen. Um, yes, we broke at their range. Yes, we kind of went up, but we're just holding. It still needs quite a bit above in order to signify a true trend change. As of now, I don't see it. Um, let's see. Just wait for the open. I don't think there's anything right now. Again, you're looking at 410.50 for NQ, and we're getting since fairly oversold area. Um, I covered my short already in NQ, just because you know I think I'm gonna get another crack at it. Bruh. What, Harvey? I'm gonna disable the soundboard in this chat. It's gonna annoy the shit out of me. No soundboard in here. I'm not streaming too long today. I there's not too much to be had. I'm not as an active trader as some in here. Um, if you guys want to discuss something, we can discuss something. I would just keep on watching the bonds. We have our line in the sand right here. If bonds go through that, then that's pretty dangerous for us. So I'm just watching the bonds. Um, I blind bought the bonds at 129.01 right there, um, down on the rest of the things. But there's some speeches afterwards. Bostic is talking, I believe. Yep, Fed Bar. There's a lot of speeches throughout the day. Just know that any kind of positive indication, any words that they use in a positive manner, will most likely just, uh, you know, will most likely just send this market into an upwards uh, trajectory, and then it's up to you if you want to sell it or not. we're getting wound up more and more in ES. Um, so your the outside, meaning trading from the extremes, is getting shorter and shorter. So just keep that in mind. You can easily just play the previous days, for ES, the previous day's low. Um, for the high side, you're looking at, possibly Friday's high, Friday's overnight high. Mm, yeah, fruit fly. I think some of those aren't as important, and that's the. I don't know if you're just posting the numbers or whatnot, but there's some things that are not as important, and that's a little bit. I try to filter out what's important, what's not. Let's see. Anyone else want to add anything? They're having a long speech about in the ES text. A lot of people are talking about funding. So, all right. Bonds are right back at that number. Remember, bonds are open right now. So since the bonds opened, we've, for the most part, gone down. Let's see. If you guys have anything else to add, let me know. No, they're not, Dave. Um, no daily actives for the day. Reason being why they're not active for the day is because um, we're getting tighter and tighter right now. Um, and only one set will be active, which is the upside ones. But if you want them, I can send them out. Or if you know how to generate themselves, that's one way as well. Don't buy this breakout in NQ or ES. If you even are long bias, you'll get another crack at it when the open comes. Harvey, can you generate them for ES and NQ if you're there? Let me know. Levels chatter or daily levels, or it's okay. You can post in here. It's fine. No one knows how to generate them, anyways, except for you and Chia. I didn't, Dave. I can definitely show them. All right. Chia, you there? Mm, yeah. Mm, thanks, Harvey. Yeah, I'm fine with that, Dave. I'll show you. And I'll run by Harvey. You can post it to the 0 hour stream. And I'll also run by how to use, what we talked about yesterday, how to use them. Fucking Chia. All right, well, whether it's there or not, we're gonna do this. Was it this one that was good? I forget which one was good. Anyways, if you guys want to, you guys can join in on the meditation. It's going to be a 5-minute meditation before the market opens. We're going to start it now. I'm going to be muted. So yeah, Chia, if you're there, join in.
Before we begin, I recommend you put headphones on if that's possible for you. If not, that's okay. You can still benefit from the meditation. However, there are sounds in the music that are really only audible with headphones on that are designed to help you better focus. So hit pause if you need to grab your headphones, and otherwise, just enjoy. Begin by getting in a comfortable seated position. Take a moment to adjust your sit bones so that they feel balanced on either side. Let your spine straighten and lengthen. Place your hands comfortably in your lap and softly close your eyes. And let your awareness center in on your breathing, feeling a sense of expansion on every inhale and contraction on every exhale. Throughout the course of this meditation, you will be guided to focus in on the music you are hearing. If your mind wanders, that's okay. Don't judge yourself for it. Just return your focus as soon as you notice back to the music and nothing else. Doing this helps you increase your focus muscles. Just like anything, any new practice, you gotta work at it in order to improve it. So, consider this a workout for your brain. You will listen to the music and focus all of your awareness on the sound, continually bringing your focus back to the music, no matter what. I will leave you in just a moment, but before I do, I want you to know that you cannot get this wrong. Even if you find you can only hold your focus on the music for 5 or 10 seconds throughout the entire meditation, it's still a win. Don't give up. Keep practicing. The more you do this, the better your focus muscles will become. All right, tune in to the sound you are hearing and stay present with it. It's now time to begin to bring your awareness back to your body, back to your breath. Notice the points of contact between you and the surface on which you are resting. Begin to roll your shoulders, wiggle your fingers and your toes, and when you're ready, open your eyes back to the world around you. Wonderful job. Like I said, even if you only were able to focus for 3 to 5 seconds, that's still a big deal. And the more you practice this, the longer you'll be able to focus. And that will carry over into other aspects of your life. So be proud of yourself for showing up for this. And keep practicing.
Talks a little bit way too fast and Ooh. I forgot which one we did, Gia, last time that was good. I forget. Short. Oh, you like that one, Dave? That one fast? Like you like her talking fast? I kind of prepare. Like the yeah. I don't know. It sounded like she was like on 2x or something. CP, I'm gonna mute you until you get that under control. Yeah. I like how she leaves you for a bit, and she talks a little bit more about like letting you kind of do your thing. So I kind of like that one. But she was talking quite fast. All right, we're about to open. Um, oh, it's not about good or not. It's just about how you feel, Dave. I'll try to hop on earlier so that we can do it every day together. I personally think that it helps a lot with focus, just especially with these days with too much shit going on. All right, so let's take a look at this. Yeah, we're basically getting there. As far as being close to the low of the day, let's see what the bonds are doing. The bonds are holding fine. They're not until the bonds go, slightly lower. That's when I'll be a little bit more concerned. We're gonna open up in about 18 seconds, or in about 45 seconds. So. I encourage you guys to jump in on the meditation if you guys have time.
Damn, I see that short. Did you get into it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, whereabouts?
I got short at 79, and then I fat fingered something at 67 and a half. So let's forget about that. But I got short at 79, and I got short at 58 and a half.
Is that during the news?
No, one of them was during news. One of them was during our time.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, while you were too busy fishing.
Hey, at least you put food on the table for me.
That was a good fish. Is that legal size though?
Yeah, 48 centimeters, definitely.
Oh, nice.
Think legal. The smallest is 36.
Well, I hope that fish was worth it. You lost out on a couple $100.
Well, I like to think it is. It's about the sport, okay?
All right. Let's see. No, I love fishing.
I just got into it. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, good stuff. All right. There's a couple of. I think Harvey's a big fisherman. I think Bateman's a big fisherman. So
Okay.
yeah. As of now, I don't love too much. I don't want to do anything. I'm gonna let it settle. Let's let the dust settle a little bit until we get a little bit lower. Maybe 32 and a quarter or 32 and 75. NQ is putting that reversal. We're right back into our major level number right there. We haven't really been able to hold very much above it, which means we're just fucking eventually going to break it, right? And then hold above it. So the question is this it? I don't know. I really don't fucking know. Look at NQ. Son of a bitch. See if you can take that liquidity from when the news came out. It's roughly about 80, 480. If we can get up roughly around that area, see if we're going to steal liquidity from there and then ramp back down. But other than that, I mean, and if you are going to take that, probably take it with slightly half size. Make sure everything's in line as well. I don't know, B man. For me, like when I go camping and shit, I could fish 12 hours a day. Like people be like, "Oh, it's dark. Bears are gonna come out." I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'll just keep fishing.
Yeah, I'm not I love fishing, but I'm not so into it that I can like tell you what each type of fish is.
Oh
Like,
no, no, no. I'm not either.
like
But
Harvey talking about the speckled trout yesterday or something.
well, I don't know all types of fish. I just love fishing.
hmm
Yeah.
I think it might be a Canadian speckled trout, but I'm not sure.
I've never heard of speckled trout. Like, I'm not saying I know all trout stuff, but I
I
mean,
think it might be the same as a brook trout.
yeah, a brook, yeah,
It's
a
just
brook,
another it's just like saying a
just another word, right? Another name for it is what you're saying.
yeah, like it's just our version of it, I guess, because it's kind of speckly looking. Like I don't know, but I don't fish all day. It's just like trading. I don't trade all day either. I fish when the fish are biting. Sorry.
Fuck that. I'll just grab a bottle of whiskey or beer and just sit out there, man.
Well, now you're talking about ice fishing.
No,
That's what you do when you go ice fishing.
I know, but
It's a
I'll
beautiful
just
job.
I'll just sit there.
The only problem with ice fishing, it's the same as with boating. It's getting all fucking too many police, right? So you can't even have a really good time when you go ice fishing.
Oh, really? They'll be like, "Oh, why are you
Yeah, the
tipping so
boating,
much?"
I can't even drink and boat anymore. It's not even it's yeah, you'll get busted.
That's why you kayak.
They'll still burn your nuts.
Really? Off kayaking, you're not operating anything.
No, I know there's no motor vehicle, but it's still like this. I don't know. They seem to think that that's their fucking your safety is
That's stupid.
their fucking problem. Yeah, it's the same with bicycling now. You can't even bike when you're drunk.
I actually got a ticket for drinking and kayaking last summer, I think. Or never mind. Sorry, that was poorly worded. I got a ticket for drinking on a in a state park, I guess. But I don't think he would have given it to me if he didn't see me out on the lake. Yeah, Peter. They use that free term kind of loosely. I thought it was wild. I didn't know I wasn't allowed to drink. Like, I'm on the lake. What else do you do on the lake?
Yeah, exactly right. Well, it's drunk in public is what they.
I was pretty drunk.
Uh, 10 years right there at support right now. The twos. Yeah. I can't read that. I don't know what the fuck's happening. It might be able to break a little bit more. JJ, you're right. We're in a big level. So yes, the 30s can still get about to 128 or so. I think that's what you said, 128. We're just saying. Yeah, 128, 18, 14, whatever. But yeah, we'll see what happens with them. Nothing crazy happening right now. Watch NQ to see how it reacts towards that 80 level. NQ looks quite heavy right now. It didn't even do a good back end fill. So we can probably, once it gives us the reversal, we can probably challenge close to the low of the day or the low of the overnight, which is I would say a good pullback will be about 36 and 75 or so. So if we build up and get a fake high, that could give us a good short in NQ. I might go full size since I'm playing with house money right now. Snuff Trader. The only reason why the Australians are looking weak is probably because all the good ones are doing like YouTube videos. There's like 100 of those guys just like constantly trying to survive in the outback. But if anyone's going to survive, it will be like Australia, US, Canada. I bet you like fucking the UK would not do fare well. Oh, okay. That was separate showtime. All right, we did get a reversal, but I'm still not sold on it just yet. I want it to actually steal a little bit more liquidity. So I do want it to break 77.75 first in NQ. Again, you're watching NQ for that indication for the downside move. Once that happens, we will, ES will fall with it. Thanks, Snuff. I'll definitely check it out. I love those things. I can't survive, but I like it. Again, you're watching all of that. Russell's the weakest. Interesting. Don't take this yet, guys. Wait. Wait for it
Is
to break the high.
anybody having trouble with trade over 8?
I don't. I'm fine with it. I mean, aside from my balance, today's balance being negative, or you know, there goes the new high. Still in liquidity. Let's see if it can continue. There it goes. It broke that 80 level in NQ. So let's see if this can flip. And that is a fake high, guys, in the NQ. That's a fake high in the NQ. See if ES can steal some liquidity here as well. If it can, it might be a fake high as well, and then we can go with that. There it goes. ES just went higher. That does look like a fake high. No, that's a real high. Yep. It's a real high in ES and NQ, actually. Sorry. You're right. The bar wasn't closed yet. It was too early to call it. But it's a real high in ES and NQ. Thanks. Was that Peter or Cosmo? I forget. I didn't see. Oh, Peter. Thanks, Peter. Real highs. There goes a major liquidity steal right there. In NQ. So I don't know what that means. Snuff, I don't know what time frame we're looking at. The VIX, I don't see that jumping out the window effect. Are you looking at it like on a 5 second? 1 minute? Well, let me ask you a question, Snuff. In traditional sense, is the VIX goes down, right? The ES will go up, right? So I guess, yeah. So I guess, I mean, it's a good read, but I don't look at the VIX lower than 4 hours or an hour. Nothing wrong with it. It's just for me, um, you know, it's just a hard read on the shorter time frame. That's all. We're getting slightly overextended to the upside, so once this goes, I'll probably be entering a short. But again, I thought that we're gonna get a little bit lower, despite me already covering my NQ. But I did, feel like we were close to the end of the move. I thought we are gonna get at least 17 points lower in the NQ. But let's just wait to see what ES does in steel liquidity. NQ is clearly seeing, taking a lot. See what it does. Pretty convincing. In ES, Bayman, or NQ? ES. Yes, you're not wrong about that. But we tested the low of the news, which is probably more important than that London low. You know what I'm saying? We're extended. We're not yet. No. We're getting close to the extension. We probably have to tag. In NQ, it's going to be 524.50. We're probably going to tag that before we have any kind of downside. I'll do a trade check in a second. That's not a reversal, guys, in NQ by any means. If I'm expecting NQ to continue upwards because it's not done yet, I don't want to be shorting ES despite this reversal. Let's see what it does here. $11 until business inventories and Fed Bar's testimony. So it's probably waiting for that reaction. I'm in the hands. Thanks, stuff. I'll think about it. I'll look into it. I don't really. I have nothing against 1 minute. It's just I've been just watching it for like years, and I prefer it on a bigger scale. Again, I have nothing against it. I mean, you just trade your time frame, right? Whichever it is. I'll be right back, guys. Waiting for the liquidity steal right now. And NQ. I know it moved down quite a bit. Same thing with ES, but I'm gonna wait a little bit. Sorry, I had to run to the room real quick. Guys, trade check really quick. How many trades have you done RTH only? Nice, Shia. Good stuff. Harvey 0. That's understandable. JJU, bonds, I'm assuming. That's good, Damon. Peter, I mean, yeah, I don't think it was a easy. I don't think it was an easy short. It's just, at least in my book, perhaps like maybe I wouldn't say easy, but maybe it was it followed with your ducks. It didn't fall with all my ducks, so I just kind of left it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Didn't get filled, or it's all right. Yeah, yeah. I think it's perfectly. Yeah, I think you did perfectly fine. Just for me, I just think that, um, well, one, I think NQ did take some good liquidity. Look at the screenshots, but I just thought that we might just get a tad bit higher. and just take that 2450 out as well, but I guess not. We still could, but even on my time frame, we didn't really put in a reversal, yeah. So yep. I think it's fine. Yep. Well, you know me, right, Peter? Like I don't. These small moves are great, and you can, a lot of people can trade these. To me, they're just non-directional. I want to get into something that not necessarily hold, but is at least a directional move. You know. Yep. Yep. I think. Yeah. I think Russell could be a good buy at 45.9. Um, we took good liquidity out yesterday's low. Let's see if we can put in a reversal. We need to take out 47. We need to take out 47.2 first. I could enter for half size at 45.9, I suppose. All right, I'm in. Stops below the low of the day. Let's just half size. See what it does. It's not the best of time to be taking a reversal, but I'll give it a stab. It's half size, so stop's gonna be at 44.1 or 43.9 actually. Let's put it that way. If I do see a decent reversal at this point, I might add 44.9 is a better entry. Missed that. It's okay. Let's see what we do. Close to getting stopped out. But if we get above 45.7, I might give it another stab. All right, stopped out. Ooh, that was a lot of selling. We shall see on the next one. I should have waited for a price action reversal, which is fine. ES is crossing 32s. So right there at what is that, 32.75. So let's see what it does there. Are we going to reverse? Are we going to keep going? It can still challenge quite low. Let's see if that was a real low. That's a fake low in my book. Peter, can you confirm that? Is that a fake low in the ES? All right, guys. That's a real low in ES. Okay. Oh, interesting. I don't know why mine is showing. Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. You're right. I have my line drawn incorrectly. Okay. You are right, sir. Um, yeah, it's a real low. The Russell is right into that 41.4 level right there. Let's see if it rejects it. If we somehow, yep, we did. We got into 57 and a quarter in Q. So let's see. Wanted to build slightly lower. Get bounce off that level. Harvey, I'm not sure what that's about. Hmm. Um, I think ES is pretty much overbaked on the downside. So just look for some kind of price action to get in. NQ is almost there. It's getting there. Russell's there. So just about watching the price action to get in. Um, See if NQ can get down to about 39.50 before getting involved. We're pretty much where we want to be in ES, but I'm still waiting for the rest to turn. Same thing with the Russell. I think everything's ready. Val's ready to turn as well. So as soon as they give it to me, I'll probably take it. Again, NQ is the only one that might need to get a little bit lower. Let's see how it goes. want Russell to come down, make a new low of the day, and essentially a bottom tick wiki woo. Same for ES. Good bounce off the major level and Q, but again, I want them to build lower. NQ has not given a lot of good reversals. It's been not giving any reversals, so I'd rather just wait. I mean, everything kind of matched up in levels, but they're just not giving me the price action I'm looking for, right? The Russell went to 41.4. I didn't send any Russells out today, but you guys can reference it. It doesn't change, it doesn't move from yesterday. NQ got to our major level, which is great. ES got right into that pocket, which I like. Again, I just no reversal signals as far as price action for me to get long. So that sucks, but whatever. It is what it is. Unless I drop down to a really low time frame, which I don't want to. No, I mean, Harvey, it has it. It just doesn't have it across the board. That's my issue. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't get it across the board.
Yeah, NQ is super on the.
Yeah, the NQ didn't give it to us. Sure, if you look.
But it looked like if you had an untrained.
Untrained eye.
It did kind of do it. But it didn't throw the signal.
No, well, depending on what time frame you're looking at. Like I don't see it. I mean, it gave it to us just now, but
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. The signal, but the price action.
yes, I agree.
You know,
Yep, I agree.
you're right. The timing was way off. This was way late.
Yep.
4 or 5 minutes.
It was just the ducks were in line, right? And I'm okay with missing it. I mean, it sucks, sure, whatever, but it's all about the ducks. Ducks, guys. Quack, quack.
It off.
What? What did you say?
Did you shut it off?
I did. I did shut off because I know people might abuse it in here.
Put another way then.
What do you do? Play it?
It's good. To be honest, Peter, I don't know how the fuck you do it on that NQ. That thing is spicier than fuck, man. That's like that one chip challenge shit. Oh, I'm just saying, is it Cosmo that always plays it? But I mean, that's a hard fucking go, man. I don't know. What about making the hardest? Look at it like it's the one that.
I think NQ is the best here for a short on this area because it's already extended to the high compared to the others.
Is that financial advice? I'm just kidding.
Maybe it could be like targeting the like again the major level. It can extend below it.
Yep.
As the gold is stalling at this area and started to show some signs of maybe reversal to the upside.
Well, here's the thing, and I'm not trying to say you're wrong or anything. I'm just saying, just have a think about this, right? So today when I shorted NQ from London session, I covered it majority at our major level. However, I was eyeing, I think it was at 53.50, which is the 50% of Asia's high and low. Now, coincidentally, so if you look on, the chart, you'll see at like, 5 Central Standard Time, that's where we stopped. Yes, we wouldn't continue to lower, but it's a major player as far as what to look at. And look at where we stopped basically for the reversal, right? On the way down at like 10, 11 Eastern Standard Time. So what does that mean? I don't fucking know. I'm just letting you know that they're reluctant to bring it any lower. We on top of that, I've already broken the overnight highs. So I guess just have a think about what you want to do with it. I don't know if that's a long or a short. If we're even going to go anywhere today, but it's something that I think about. It's like, okay, well, what are they unwilling to go to? Where are they unwilling to bring price to? Where are they stopping? Is there a confluence as far as that goes? So yeah, that's it.
Like yesterday, I saw something very interesting, like between gold and NQ.
What about it?
Can I share with you the screen and show
Yeah,
you
of course.
quickly?
Everyone's welcome to share the screen here.
Yeah, thanks. So
Wait,
yesterday,
1 second.
okay,
Cool.
okay. So yesterday
You're
in
not
gold, let me.
anything that I've showed you in regards to bonds or gold in here, FYI. If you're thinking about doing it, you know what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna just show you a move on
You can okay.
on between the like it's. I will just do a naked chart, like nothing.
Yes. Okay. Cool.
Nothing like
Yep.
regarding the anything like any volume profile or the levels, like just a simple move on the gold. And also it's like if the like the gold gave a I think it was here, just so here, yeah. So gold on this area, like look what he did, like this spike up here,
Okay.
and NQ was kind of falling down,
Mm-hmm.
but wasn't that like it was at around 12:30? That was kind of a sign that we like. Isn't that a sign that we are going lower, like not looking for longs as long as we spiked on gold, which gave that continuation on NQ, maybe?
To the downside, right?
Yeah, for NQ to the downside, like to not think of a long at this area, like for a back here, like of this fall here.
Yep.
And it give it like far before like the any other asset, like at 12:30,
Mm-hmm.
NQ started to consolidate, and all other indices like the Russell, the Dow Jones, and the ES. So maybe thinking of a short here is a good idea. For example, is that a good way to see and to compare the moves between, for example, the gold and the indices, for example?
Yeah. I mean, you definitely could do that. As you know, I don't think there's anything wrong. I think you're on the right track as far as that goes. Um, there is. So okay, so the gold popped up at 12:30, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Uh, and then ES went or NQ went down.
Exactly.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
And then what happened after that?
And same thing, like reversal on gold here,
Mm-hmm.
but the NQ isn't reversing yet.
Yep.
But the gold started to reverse, like starting like let's say here we broke this kind of those lows here around here. So around this candle, for example, that
Yep.
could be another sign that you are going up on NQ, for example.
Yep.
Kind of reversal on gold showing before the NQ, like just having it as a confirmation before thinking of a bias or a directional trade, for example. Like let's say right now, let me just see what's happening right now. So we have gold going up, and we also have NQ going up. But the thing is that I need to see, for example, the break of these highs in order.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
multitude of things, right? So you're on the right track as far as that goes, right? So this is you're getting to the capital flow of things, right? Seeing what is being pushed to where. Now, yeah, I mean, you're on the right track. So good
And
stuff.
also like the bonds are on a major level.
Bonds
So
are at a major level. Yes, currently right now it's just sitting right there at that major level.
exactly.
Yeah, it's not doing anything good or bad. You know.
So what
It's
the question zero I want to ask you, like we have the gold and we have the bonds.
uh-huh.
So what do you need to look for example, right now on the bonds? Do you take it in consideration and wait for it to show a move, like a break above it or break below
If
it?
we close convincingly below this 129.01, then that's going to signal something to me as far as what directional uh, movement the indices will go. And if simultaneously we have the NQ closing, you know, well above our major level and holding low, because we've closed above it for like, you know, a split second before the next day we're just right below it again and just going back and forth, back and forth. So once we get double closes, that's when I'll turn my attention to a different price action or movement, right? A biased.
So for example here zero, like
Yeah.
we kind of touched it, but we didn't really tested the level. So do you take this as Like you add it
For
as confluence
yes,
or
or sorry, for which one?
for bonds. This is the bonds.
Yeah. No, see, again, remember, this is a 1 minute time frame, right? It's not showing us too much, right? So if you go to say go to like an hourly or something, yeah, what does that tell you? Nothing, right?
Yeah.
We've gone to that level and that's it. There's nothing's happening, right?
Yep.
If this is a minute chart and that was a level, you would not say, we're bearish or bullish at this point, right? It means absolutely nothing yet. So we got to see how it works. By the way, NQ just top ticked right now. So I mean, what it does here is interesting. Anyways, Cosmo, do me a favor and read the stuff.
So for example, this area here, let me just
Cosmo, go read
so
your stuff.
like here, for example.
Cosmo.
Yep.
Yeah, go.
Do you see the screen? Still see the screen?
No, I see the screen. I'm telling you.
Yes. So here we have this is the hourly. For example, in order for you to take a short on indices, for example,
Yeah.
like if like this is, let's say, where is the open? Like the open
Hey,
is
hey,
around here. Yep.
Cosmo. Sent you a
Yep.
DM.
Yeah.
What you said, the timestamp?
Hey, go check your DMs.
Okay. Okay.
Just FYI, where is it? Snuff, to me, the dollar has nothing to do with anything right now, as far as the indices go. But if you have some kind of system for it, I mean, by all means, continue to do what you're doing. I don't think it's not a flight anymore, a flight to risk anymore. It's not an indication of what the indices will do. Mm, Cosmo, this is good observation. I think that you should always be watching the bonds as you trade. So, um, gold is doing some type of bottoming pattern. So let's just see what that does. Yes, it's pulling back to that 32.75 level. Let's see what that does. NQ again, still not giving me any kind of price action I can work with. The Russell finally did, but the risk is a little bit too high on a day trading level. Um, let's see. Harvey, do you have 1742 in the Russell?
I got 47.
Okay. 47. It should be 1742. Flat even.
Note those upper daily active NQ.
Oh, okay. What about it? Sorry,
So
yeah, okay, yeah. That's it.
uppers, right? The upper.
Up.
Yeah.
Isn't that what I said today? Pardon me? Didn't I say the uppers will work more? Or did I not?
Absolutely, absolutely. I was just trying to highlight it.
Oh, okay. Sometimes I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I forget what I say in this room versus the other room. You know, in my other room, my personal room, and I just sorry. This could be a good spot to buy the Russell if you believe we're gonna move up. I don't fucking know. NQ finally gave a reversal. I don't fucking know. I think this is gonna be possibly a back and forth affair. Hmm. My trading friend back in LA showed me his setup, and it looks. And I've been to his house before while it was being built, and he just showed me he has like 4 fucking monitors, which is cool or whatever. But you know, um, but it's propped up on some shit. It's like some like boxes. Bro, you're too. I mean, this house is too expensive for you to be propping up shit on fucking boxes. What's up, Santos? How's Alaska? Are you in Alaska or are you in Russia? I mean, it's just across the street. Sansos is up there, probably like starting a Bitcoin mining operation. I originally wanted to buy the Russell, but I think I'd much rather have it extend a little bit lower to possibly 39.4 or something. But it's not a horrible area to take a stab, especially if you're going to risk mitigate. It's not a horrible area. I do think that we're stupid dog. I do think that we're going to rotate a little bit more. Uh, there's a lot of talks right now, a lot of speeches going on. Or there will be. So I think they're waiting for that. Anyhow, guys, I'm probably going to shut it off here since there's not too much to be had. That entry would have been okay. Whatever. I'm probably going to switch it off here. Everyone's welcome to just stay in here and share your ideas and share your screen. And I'll be back probably later.
Later, Zero.
Later, man. Have fun.
Hey Peter, how are you, man? Good, I'm good. You know the thing with the like the NQ on the gold, like something is crazy. Something crazy, man, just happened. No, no, not the DOM, the gold and the NQ. Yeah, I was too excited to to be honest. I forgot that we were on the public room, so I thought it was the levels chatters at least because people on levels chatters know about this and the major level and stuff. But I forgot it. Like I didn't check. Look at the gold right now. Look at this break of this consolidation here. You see this rally here? When it happened, it started here. You see, this is the NQ. Okay. You see, this is the gold. Okay. We broke this area. We broke it. You see, this broke. This break. This massive break. When it happened, and NQ is still consolidating. You see what I mean? So what and NQ was consolidating around here, which showed that there is a move higher, kind of reclaiming that gold move down, if you see what I mean. Like whenever the gold is consolidated, it's a great indicator for a move down or up. Let's give another example. You see this consolidation here, around here, here. Then we broke down, but at the same time, we are trying to break kind of the same, like on the same. Uh, how can I say that? It's just waiting for the market to show, like, if NQ is stalling around here, like we have the move down, NQ kind of following it here. You see this move down, even if it's like not correlated with the inverted or inverted correlation, but kind of if we break this, like if I see something like this on NQ, I will wait it for it like here, because there is a move down. There is a move up. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I took something from here, from around here to here, maybe like a 10 points move from this up move, because we have the gold ripping down, breaking this kind of area, this consolidation break. Then we have consolidation here that occurred like into the breakdown. But I think the DOM, like I read the DOM, so I see what's kind of happening. So what I'm waiting for to take shorts or longs is to see a massive, kind of micro massive moves on the 1 minute, like this, like this, like this one. I didn't check this one, to be honest. And when it happened, yeah, so we have a massive move up, you see, on the gold here, this move. So what I'm waiting for is a short signal on the NQ, which gave it here, like a minute, 2 minutes later, and it goes down. Like it's a 18, 17 points move, if you see what I mean. And same thing, like if you see here, we have this move down, NQ is consolidating, we have another move down, consolidating, move down, another signal that we are going higher, if you see what I mean. It's like NQ, like it combined those all moves down on gold, and give like all those moves down on gold are this high, like this massive move up, if you see what I mean. Mm. Yeah. Yes, yes, I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you, Peter. But I have UTC plus one. Yeah, 15 what? 15, 15. Okay, okay, here. Yep. Mhm. Yep. But you said 15, 15 Peter, my time. Okay, so 15, 15, just to Russell. Okay, 15, 15 here, around here. Yep. Yeah, yeah. I just why I don't have the yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, 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 you're right. You're right. Yep. Yep. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Peter. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we discussed it like you showed me the example yesterday and it was like really, really great, you know. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Like if we see it right exactly like the major levels and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of back tested. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Like we have a good example right now. Like we have the ES and the Dow aren't that extended to the high, but if we see the NQ and the Russell, we have them extended to the highs. So yeah. But don't you think that, for example, to have two correlated against two other correlated that are missing, it's kind of hard to choose which one to take. And better have, for example, a situation like yesterday, having one single instrument that is lagging behind them and take the trade over it. Because right now, like what I'm seeing right now is kind of equal correlation, like equal lagging correlation, if you could say like between the force. Like for example, in this situation, the one that is showing me more extension is the NQ, in my opinion. Like the Russell is kind of this consolidation in Russell was here. So maybe if I would take a long, that could have been here on NQ and not on the Russell, because like the Russell kind of broke here, I think, on this, yes, on this candle. So taking long here on NQ could have made more sense maybe around here. Yeah. Mhm. Exactly. Like having only one single and like instrument lagging is much better, I think. And you're right. Like this is the situation that happened yesterday. But like if we can add the gold, if we can add the gold also, like for example, whenever it's consolidating, like I won't touch it, you know, I won't touch it because that showed, for example, whenever like the gold breaks, then I know what to look for, if you see what I mean. Plus what you said, watch between all the instruments which one is overly extended to a side, either the high to the or the lows. But right now, for example, at this point, what do we have? We have kind of similar, not very clear which one, in my opinion, which one to take, because uh, like NQ can go back fast to this consolidation. Maybe if I as you said, maybe for the long side, I'm gonna choose the ES and the Dow. But for the short side, I prefer going for the Russell and the NQ. So that's the, I think we have two situations here. We have a long from the Dow and the ES, and we have a short from the Russell and the NQ, as they are mostly more showing strength to the upside. Plus, like all over them, they have this kind of I don't know how this is working or not, but okay. So let's say for example, let's watch those kind of here. So you remember like Zero showed us those intraday spreads, which kind of show you what's happening, like each instrument against the bonds. Like if we look at it closely, we have the ES, which is closer. I think it's the one closer to the highs of this range here, around here. NQ is overly extended to the highs. So NQ is kind of risky to take a short here because we have nothing to lean on. It's a new area. It's kind of price discovery at this point. ES, we have areas to lean on. The Russell also, we have this high, this previous high of the range around here to lean on. And we have also the Dow, which is not closer to here. It's kind of trying to filter which one is in the right place or the right area where you can lean on something, if you see what I mean. So for, yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly, yeah. So the ES and the Russell are more, in my opinion, like the Dow is still in the middle, kind of this range from here to the here, like so from this swing low to the swing high. Russell is close to this swing high, and ES is kind of close, but not that much. And NQ is overly extended to the highs. So for me, like the best trade could be the Russell, like the short on the Russell, in my opinion. I think. Yeah, yeah. Mhm, mhm. Yeah. But like if we see what's happening around here, like look at this one for example. If we say, let's say, all over them are correlated, okay, okay, Peter, look at this area. Like it's around 60, like 16, around 4 p.m. here. All over them are down from this down move. NQ also. You see that? NQ is down also around 4 p.m. But look at the Russell. Is like that's the best short. Like for if we were to take a short, for example, on which one, I think the Russell is the best one, and it matches the fact that it is the closest to the high of this range. If you see what I mean. Just on this 1 minute chart, all over them are stalling on this micro range here. The Nasdaq, the ES, and also the Dow and the ES. But what's the Russell showing us here is a good sign of short. Like all over them are stalling into here, but the Russell is spiking up more than the others. If you see what I mean. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. 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 But I think like with this situation, NQ is showing abnormal move to the upside compared to the others. I know like NQ is I think the more volatile between all those instruments, but this is kind of overly extended move in my opinion. Like not like all the others. All the others still play in the range, the middle. You see what I mean? Maybe the NQ is the biggest like move down in my opinion because it's the one that is kind of overly extended. But like there is another theory that could say, but let's say NQ is the one leading and it's the one that is gonna push everybody to the upside. And the best trade's gonna be longs on all the assets, for example, or breaking out all those highs, previous highs, or this range, for example, on all the assets maybe. But like, yeah, yeah, exactly, exactly, yeah. I'm gonna watch it on the DOM. I want to see the action also on the DOM because it's gonna show me kind of the strength of the sites, which one is more consequent than the other, and weight. Like for example, right now, I can look for a short if the gold stalls here and don't move like and don't move up. I can look for a short around here or a an attempt of the break higher. But there is another thing that says I can look for long around here, but depending on the aggressivity of the buyers and the sellers. So right now, that's a clear sign of a extension higher. But NQ needs to go lower to fake the move down, in my opinion, then like go higher. And adding to that, like if I add to it to this context, for example, that we have a kind of a micro range around here. So we retested the micro range. Like right now, it's kind of making sense that we are going to take the long from the retest of this area. But it needs to be very clear for me. Like I need it to go more lower in order for me to take the long. So right now I'm only thinking long, to be honest, because we broke on the gold and we broke also from a consolidation on the NQ. So retest in this area, then go higher. But I need to see it go a bit lower, a spike lower, and make move down to go higher and higher. I like this move down, but I want it to go really, really like more lower than that. Like really retest this area and see if this is the right move up, the right kind of how can I say that? Catch the right move with momentum because right now I don't see any momentum to the upside. There is no aggressive buying. Yes, there is on the 2015 kind of aggressive buying here, but I want it to go a little bit lower and lower. But the break happened way before like the
And
way.
Cosmo,
Yeah,
for this you could watch the other assets because they're actually consolidating now. Dow, Russell, and ES is in kind of consolidation. So maybe you could watch out for correlations if something starts to break, break out, and look
yeah.
for a lagger.
But
Lagging on.
let's say here, for example, we have the break. I can say that this move up is the break of the. And now I'm gonna look for a short because this move happened. Like we broke at. Let me change the timestamp. We broke at 4 p.m. 05. At 4 p.m. 05, we were still here on the NQ. So that's the area where I could be looking for long. Right now, we reversed on gold. So I'm thinking of a short right now.
Yeah,
I'm really thinking.
what you were showing, I think the actual breakdown would be
Yeah,
better at gold when you see that massive move down, not massive, but move down,
yeah,
and see on NQ it's still inside that consolidation. So it
exactly.
can give
Exactly.
you like a good risk, not maybe good risk to reward, but like a scalp can
Quick
give you
scalp, exactly.
quick
A very
scalp.
high probability scalp. Yep,
Yeah. And I
yep,
think
yep.
it's a bit harder, like you're looking at it from like scalper perspective, then you could probably get away with it, like on move to move basis. For me, where I like it to move a little bit, not as much as zero probably. but I'm looking for shorter moves than zero, then I think I would need to see, like I need to look for consolidations and something around levels. And I think, like we talked about, if you just like zero talks about what is it, capital flow, you cannot look at it on a minute time frame, not even hour would be
Yeah.
hard.
Yeah.
He looks at it at daily, maybe 4 hours.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So I think
Yeah.
even this is too hard to trade like minute to minute.
Mhm. Mhm. But let's say I'm scalping, okay, Peter. I'm scalping the range. I'm trying to find when it can break out. Doesn't that move show you that we are moving up and look for buys around here, around the value area low, something like that? Don't you think that it's kind of obvious? If you're looking, of
The-
course, I'm not looking for massive moves,
Yeah,
but
this
if
one.
I'm
Yes,
scalping these
this one.
micro values,
Yeah,
yeah,
this one I agree. Cosmo, you can actually check correlation, or I don't know if you can check inverse correlation. Throw an indicator, and you can check NQ versus gold correlation.
let me see that.
There's a study or indicator.
I don't think so. I
No.
don't. I need to the broad count, but like
No,
just
no. Go to
yeah.
indicators and put in correlation.
This is
Yeah,
correct.
yeah, this one. And you can change it to whatever you want, gold. Like if you're on NQ, then change it to gold.
Oh, okay, I see.
And
See
that
what
will
you-
give you a correlation.
Okay.
Like percentage.
Let's say NQ and correlation coefficient gold by.
See, so it gives you. I don't know if it's. Oh, so it's minus. So I think it's like we were looking at inverse correlation. So
Yeah.
see, it's around. At times, it's what, almost 80%.
So I think this is very nice to look for inverse correlation as long as it's kind of extended to the lows and it's negative. So I think when the coefficient is higher, that's gonna be harder.
No, it's I think what it means, if it's positive, then they move together. If it's negative, then it's inverse correlation. I think that's what it is. Never looked at it.
Mm-hmm.
So see, when it's
That's
70%.
a nice one. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you can look at it. If it's like close to 80 inverse, then you can look to for those moves.
That's
So
a nice thing. Yeah.
So
I
maybe
like that.
that's something you can throw, and if it's like
Yeah.
minus 70%, um, then you can look for,
Yeah.
for like a move.
Yeah. Yeah. But like what I'm looking for is like move like this, a break from a consolidation
Right.
like this.
Yeah, so
Like
I think the way you could use it, if both of them, let's say, are consolidating, and let's say they have inverse correlation, and like in this example, gold is breaking down, then you could probably take NQ to upside for a scalp.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is that now I'm gonna look for a I'm gonna look that's not very clear because we are consolidating in gold. So I won't take it. I need because there is always a 1 minute, 2 minute delay between the moves. That give me, I think, plus the context actual with the on the Nasdaq. Like we just broke up. So what I'm
I
gonna look
Oh,
for is
Cosmo,
a
Cosmo, sorry, real quick. Look, gold
yeah,
is going
break
up,
into
and
the
Q
highs.
might be going down because it broke that
Exactly.
previous
Exactly.
low. And if you look at Russell's starting to sell off from its
Yeah.
consolidation, whereas Dow and ES are still kind of in their consolidation. Like ES sold off a little bit, and maybe that could mean a move down
Hmm.
on NQ and all of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like right now, I'm gonna look for a short on NQ. I'm gonna look. I'm just waiting for a confirmation on the DOM for a short on NQ. But as long as I don't have that confirmation on the DOM and also not overly extended to the highs, I won't look for the short, if you see what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just looking at it like that. It's like it's scalping the DOM, but with something that I can lean on. Now, right
But
now, I can start looking for the short.
yeah, like
Yeah,
see, like all of them are in the
yeah,
um, lower range of the day,
yeah.
except for NQ, where NQ is overextended to the upside, and I think it could
Exactly,
be good short on NQ.
exactly,
Because that's this one is the only one that's overextended to the upside. Just like
exactly.
gold, same thing with gold. Gold is on the. I mean, it made new lows and now
Hmm.
it's going back up.
Yeah, yeah,
So I
yeah.
think that could possibly mean that
I
could be
like
good
just
short
waiting
in
for it
NQ.
to be extended for the NQ. I like this move up, this extension up. I like when it do it. Like either if I wasn't looking at the gold, that's a good sign for me to look for short on NQ, but wait for it to be overly extended kind of to the highs, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, I think
So
for
I can,
this we need zeros expertise
exactly,
because
exactly.
how to interpret that.
Hmm. Like the gold made the move, but the NQ didn't make it. So I'm still like it's kind of adding confidence. Like a minute or two later, it's gonna do something. It's gonna break down at least around this area, in my opinion. So as long as you added me this indicator of correlation coefficient, so I think that's a very good thing in my opinion. So yeah. And plus, like you can add any like price action move, like we have the break of this. Like it makes more sense at this point why we are going down on NQ. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What do
So we have a break of structure around here, but right now that's become a little bit risky. As long as we have this move down, I'm done. If you see what I mean, it's just giving it enough room to breathe, in my opinion, in order for it to like to take anything else.
Oh,
But I'm still confident as we are just breaking from the gold. So maybe retesting these lows around 950, 975 and wait for it to see because there is always a kind of lag between the both indicators.
right.
But it adds more like why looking for shorts? Because we have gold breaking up, trying to break up. We
Cosmo,
had this, yeah.
Cosmo, zeros in the house.
Oh, that's
We,
fine.
zero. We need your expertise on that.
Yeah.
Because we were
what?
discussing with Cosmo that Dow, Russell, and ES are kind of like ranging and in the lower portion of their daily range, whereas
Yep. While NQ is breaking out.
NQ is making higher highs.
Yep.
So is it good idea to short NQ?
So, no, for one reason, right? So,
And real quick, one more thing.
Yep.
Like Cosmo was showing that when he was looking at all the how do you call it? Like NQ versus bands. So all
Yep.
of them are within the range where NQ versus bands is breaking out.
Correct. Yep. So let's take a look at that real quick. Actually, you know what? Let's take a pause because I'm waiting for Chia and Harvey to get back, and then we'll discuss it.
Okay.
Because they wanted to. They said wait. So I messaged Chia already. So
Okay.
yeah,
So
we'll wait for
I'll
that. But
I'll
just
take a
remember
quick
the
back from
questions,
there.
and then once they get back, we'll talk about it. I'll be
Okay,
back. I'm just having some food.
Mhm.